If you're looking for a high protein pasta dish that's really quick and easy and high protein, this is definitely my go-to. Use the Leviva spaghetti noodles, which is an organic black bean pasta. It's absolutely delicious, really high in protein, low in calories. It's freaking fantastic. I'll use some spinach or kale, some chopped up cherry tomatoes, onion, a splash of lime or lemon juice, sorry, a couple of garlic, depending on how much you like. I really like garlic. I'll use some fresh oregano, some basil, some ground turkey, and a little bit of parmesan. Let's do this. All right, so we're going to start by warming up the pan, adding in some extra virgin olive oil. We are going to smash our garlic into that pan while I'm heating up the water for the pasta. This is something that I like to make. It's quick, it's easy. And I don't want to waste a bunch of time. I mean, I'm busy. I work full time as a letter carrier, so I walk a lot of steps every day. And then I like to do my gym workout and sometimes do other workouts, especially right now with getting ready to go on a trip to Peru to climb Machu Picchu, and which is the Inca Trail. So that is a 4-day, 3-night stay through the mountains and checking out all of the Machu Picchu. It's I don't know. There's a lot of really cool stuff there. I don't really know a lot about it, but it sounds amazing. And I love climbing, and it's something that I really got to prep for because I mean, the day 2 is like a 9-hour trail, and it's like straight up and then straight down. And I've heard it's not for the faint of heart. So even though I walk a lot, I do definitely want to do the stair mill in order to keep going. But that's just the way it goes. And yeah, so I am trying to make this as quick as possible, and so I can spend time on doing the things that I love, as well as training, work, and everything else. So, I mean, that's the thing, right? Don't we all want just something quick and easy to eat that's healthy, tastes good? You don't spend a lot of money on it either, because that's the thing. A lot of people nowadays eat in restaurants. And, well, that's not really the way to stay healthy. I mean, you can eat in restaurants and stay healthy, but it's definitely more difficult. And we just don't want to waste a lot of time. Time is precious. All right, so we're just basically cooking the garlic and the onion until just fragrant. So you definitely don't want to burn it or anything like that. You just want it so that it's kind of soft and you can start to really smell it. It smells nice. The other nice thing is sometimes if you can, if you do have the time, definitely cut your onion and your garlic and let it sit for a few minutes before, because it actually helps to bring out all the nutritional value out of it, which I don't always do just because I want to get dinner done quick and but I do take garlic vitamins, or sometimes I'll just eat whole garlic cloves just to get that health benefit. But you should always let it sit for at least 10 minutes beforehand. But if you don't want to eat just garlic on a regular basis, definitely let it sit before you, while you're doing other things or whatever, before you start cooking. Just a tip, the other thing with the pasta, don't overcook it. 5-6 minutes tops. That's all you need. And then you rinse it just like you would with regular spaghetti. That's super duper important. And people always ask, why am I so into healthy eating and working out and all that stuff? You know what? Longevity doesn't last in really is not a big thing in my family. My mom comes from 12 siblings. And I mean, my grandma was, 80, but her dad wasn't that old when he passed. I think I was 9 when he passed. So, and I was 16, 17 when my grandma passed. So I didn't really get to know them that well, and then my mom's siblings, most of them have passed in their 40s and 50s, and those that lasted a little longer, like my mom, dementia at 67, full-blown dementia. So, even my grandma had dementia for a long time before she passed. Her dad had the dementia. So I am trying to live my life, where I see the world. I, eat healthy, and I take best care of myself, to hoping that I can be there for my grandkids and my children a little longer. And I also make these videos not just to help other people, which I do love, But I know when my brother passed last year, he had some YouTube videos, and I love watching those because it's almost like a visit with him, you know? So, you know, like, I know people think it's crazy, but doing these videos, I'm hoping will give my kids, my grandkids some comfort someday, you know? And so, you know, even if you don't want to do anything like, you know, put yourself out there online, and if you have kids and grandkids or even anybody that loves you, you know, making some videos and just making it somewhere accessible to them someday, you know, might make all the difference in their grieving. Just saying, sorry to get all soppy on you. Just one of those things. Anyway, back to cooking. So I'm just going to take some of this pasta. Like I said, you know, you just do it kind of like you do any other pasta. I've already used half that bag with the last recipe video I made for you. And now I am just using the other half. And actually, the last time I made it, I made the spaghetti, and it actually, I had lots left over, and I fried it in the, like in some olive oil or whatever, in the pan the next day. And it was just like regular spaghetti noodles, where it was actually better the next day. So that's just another quick tip. Okay, so as the meat is cooking, we're going to add just some regular pepper, good old black pepper, just seasoned to taste. I like lots of pepper. You can add some salt, so I'm adding my Baja sea salt. I like that brand because it's full of nutritional value. Pink sea salt is also not a bad option. And then we're going to add some basil, and that's boiling pretty good. I think the time is just about up for that. We're going to have to check that pasta. Even sometimes it's cooked in like 4 or 5 minutes. Depends on the boil of it. And then we're just going to, like I said, take some of this oregano and throw that in there, just to flavor it up. Oregano is actually super healthy for you. It's got amazing health properties. It is the first thing that I do when if I have a cold or anything coming on. I'll take, you know, a little bit of oil of oregano. That stuff will freaking destroy any kind of viruses. So when I have fresh oregano, I absolutely love to add it to my meals. I know we're coming into, you know, the nicer season right now as spring is hitting here, but that's usually when colds and flus tend to hit most. So to keep my immune system in, I like to cook with things like oregano. Spices are actually better for you than most people think. Okay, so we're going to try that, see how it is. Looks pretty good. Perfect. Time, well, maybe another minute and then time to rinse. All right, so the meat is no longer pink. It's looking and smelling really good. I've rinsed the noodles. So now I'm just going to add up the chopped in tomatoes, little cherry tomatoes. I'm going to cook those until just softened, and won't be long now. Just realized I forgot to add the basil. Don't forget to add the basil. I mean, I guess you can. You can add whatever spices you like. If you want Italian spice or anything like that, you can add the Italian seasoning. Totally up to you what you want to add. Like I said, I had some fresh oregano, and so I like oregano and basil, but you can add basically, you know, whatever kind of Italian spice type stuff you like. So we've cooked the tomatoes up for a few minutes. They're definitely getting softer. I'm going to mix in that oregano, let it get fragrant for a minute or two. And then from there, we are going to add in our pasta. Oh, spinach. I'm telling you, this brain some days, it doesn't exactly work as I'd like it to, but hey, I eventually remember. Okay, so we're going to add in the spinach, and we're going to let that slowly break down and soften up, and then we're going to add the noodles. All right, spinach is broken down and it's nice and cooked, you know, to the point of softness. The tomatoes are soft, everything is good. So I'm going to add in my spaghetti noodles. These noodles, like I said, I love them. I think they're so good. I just found them on Amazon. It's called Livia. I will actually put it into the comment section so that you guys can find it. I'm not in any way affiliated with these guys. It's just, like I said, it's something that I was looking for a healthier option one day, and we found this, and it's great. It's so good, in my opinion. And like I said, it's, you know, for a quarter of the package, it's like 180 calories and like something like 17 grams of protein or something. And I mean, there's no way you're going to eat a quarter cup of the pasta that's in that package, because I cooked half last time and got a couple meals out of it. And same with this time. Like, look at all that. Like, that's a lot of food. So then we're just going to add in a little bit of Parmesan cheese. You don't need to add a lot. If you wanted to add in a little higher protein, but also a little higher fat, all that kind of stuff, you could also add in some herb and garlic cream cheese. That would be excellent in it. I just don't do it because I don't want the extra calories, for one. And the other thing that I don't want is, I'm trying to be a little health smart, as, heart problems run in my side of the family. So I try to limit things that, could give me heart issues. Therefore, why I usually eat a lot of chicken. I eat a lot of ground turkey, stuff like that, because it's a little bit more health smart. So that should be done. Give it a little bit of a squeeze of lemon. I would omit the lemon if you're doing the cream cheese, but otherwise, this will be absolutely delicious. And that's the one thing I love about eating healthy like this is I don't have to track calories, because I know that what I'm eating is still fairly low in calories. And I'm getting enough protein that I know that as long as I'm getting enough protein, I'm going to actually stay really full at my meals. And when you get fuller faster and you stay full longer, you tend to undereat junk food and all the other stuff because you're satisfied, right? Protein can really make the difference in not only muscle building, but it also really makes a big difference. And, if you eat consistently every, 3 to 4 hours, you make sure that you get at least, 30 to 40 grams of roughly of protein at each meal. You should actually stay very, very consistent in, getting away from the sugar cravings. Not that you can't have them, you can. But when you do, you're able to control what you have more. So if you do want that piece of chocolate or that piece of cake or whatever, you tend to have a small piece and then you're satisfied because you've gotten enough of your protein. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. So freaking good. Mm. Gotta try this.